Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Plus here on a Wednesday
morning.
We'll get to Matt in a moment. We're going to start by talking about the State of the Union address,
The longest one in recorded history.
Longest in recorded history last night.
These people are crazy.
So there was a lot of shouting at times during that speech, and that was a moment where Ilhan Omar was one of a few people who had stood up and was shouting at the president, and that was his response. So as George mentioned, though, it was the longest in history, and President Trump talked a lot about why we were winning.
Winning, constantly winning.
He talked about the economy. He talked about his immigration policies. We're focused this morning on the reaction to his address from the people who represent Michigan. So this was, we want to get to Representative Bill Huizenga's response to the State of the Union last night.
Quite honestly, when the president said, buckle up, this is going to be a long one, it was a little shorter than I thought it might have been. The crux of it was about what's happening domestically. Wrestling inflation down to the ground from the historic highs that we had seen, putting paychecks and money into people's pockets and bank accounts.
So that's what Representative Huizenga had to say. We have just a statement from Curtis Hertel, the Michigan Democratic Party chair, which says Trump and Michigan Republicans are running on an agenda that forces working families to pay more while giving handouts to the rich and powerful. No amount of lip service by the president will change that reality. So that's the reaction that we've heard so far today, and I'm sure there will be more throughout the day, but that happened pretty late last night. You may not have been up late enough to watch the end of it. So that's what we have.
And no matter what the critics say, the president says the country's stronger than ever.
We want to talk about George, though.
Uh-oh.
What did I do? George had some weekend adventures,
Oh,
Matt.
yeah, that's right.
You don't remember your weekend
I
adventures?
do remember. I had a very nice meal out. I was in Madison. Ancho and agave. These are fajitas.
Say that again.
Oh my gosh.
Ancho and agave.
That's the name of
That's the name of the restaurant. And they were tasty. That made for a couple of meals, actually. There's a lot of food there.
Man, that looks good.
It was quite delicious.
Is that pork and chicken, or is that just
Just chicken.
Oh,
Grilled
my
chicken
gosh.
with some veggies in there, and
Tastes like chicken.
quite good. One of my favorite spots. And then
You had to run it off.
I had to run it off, so I was working the stairs, and look at what you see in the background.
that
Deer
Melvin?
by the death stairs.
Deer by the death
Holy cow.
stairs.
Yeah, they're just hanging out, and you see people there walking.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
deer are just, they
that's-
got to get their exercise too.
That's just outside of downtown. They're pretty.
Right across the street.
I'm always amazed at how many deer there are
Yeah.
in these very populated areas in Grand Rapids. I mean, where are they going to go?
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to travel back and forth to Traverse City to Grand Rapids because that was where my first job was, and coming down to see parents and what have you. And I used to all these years go from Grand Rapids to CMU in the back roads. Not
Yeah.
one time I ever hit a deer. The only time I ever hit a deer was I was just outside of downtown Grand Rapids.
Is that right?
It happened 2 years ago. Actually, the deer hit me, but anyway.
Well, that's the only
Yeah.
interaction I've had is where a deer ran into my car.
Yeah.
But
So it wasn't very bad, but I was like, go figure. After all
Right.
these years, I hit a deer
All
in
the back
downtown.
roads.
Where were you? Where were you on the outskirts?
I was Fuller and Leonard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of by where you donate blood.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, you're not
Wow.
expecting it. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
whap. Surprise.
Because they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they run-
They
He
didn't
wanted-
go
he
up and
wanted to
down the
ride, it was
stairs,
cold
though.
out.
They were cutting across. Cheating.
By the way, obviously you're a fan of fajitas are my all-time favorite meal.
Is that right?
Oh my gosh.
That's my
I love-
go-to when I go to a Mexican
Yeah,
restaurant.
and that looked like a phenomenal
They were very
spread.
good.
What'd you get at Better End yesterday?
I got a banana nut muffin. I love banana nut muffins, and just a mocha latte.
I got a text from my husband. He's at Better End, and he's like, "Hey, Matt Kirkwood's here."
I look over and I'm like, I know you.
He got the can't remember what it's called. It's not the red eye. It's
The The blue eye?
No, it's
Pink
not.
eye?
Oh gosh.
We don't want the pink eye.
Jeez. What's it called? Rocket fuel.
Rocket
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah.
What's a rocket fuel?
It's their blend. I don't know. It's supposed to have like good
Yeah.
vitamins or something in
Yeah.
it, but it's really good. I haven't been there in forever, and I was trying to remember the name, just like now I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did I used to get there? And I looked up on their menu. I didn't see Rocket Fuel on there, but I saw Red Eye, which
Yeah.
is like espresso and coffee mix. But he said, I got the Rocket Fuel, and I said, that's it. He said
Yeah.
it was amazing. So
That little coffee shop is open. I didn't know this, but I'm walking in and
all
open
night.
all night, 24 hours.
Is that
For those-
right?
Yeah, for the students. I'm sure it's
That's
close to
when-
the downtown GVSU campus. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why.
That's one of the reasons why I've had the Rocket Fuel, because when we would sometimes do our broadcast from Rosa Parks Circle, when Casey Jones was here, he would come through that way occasionally and grab Rocket Fuel, and he said, "You got to try this."
Yeah.
So
I'm going to have to try that.
thank you, Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Rocket fuel. All right.
There you
Anyway,
have
it's
it.
nice to run into your husband.
Yeah, he said he had a good chat.
Yeah,
with
he's
you.
a swell guy.
He is a swell
Yeah.
guy.
That's why you married him. He's still a swell guy
He still
after all
is.
these years. He must be doing something right.
I think this is 15 years
Is it 15?
Oh, yeah?
for us. Yep.
Yeah, good for you. Congrats.
Thanks. I mean, it's not our anniversary right now, but thank you.
Every day counts.
Every day counts. Today we're starting high and ending low.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those topsy-turvy days where we're starting out in temperatures. You're walking out the door and you're like, yeah, it's not so bad. 30, 32 degrees.
Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled. Grab the winter jacket. You won't regret it when you return home. I thought this was a neat picture. Usually we get pictures sent to us of the daylight hours. And I thought this was kind of cool because it captured the narrow little window where we actually had snow moving through last night. And it did put down, actually it overachieved. I was going less than an inch, but at the National Weather Service, they picked up an inch and a half. But this is from Jim Treisenberg, looking obviously right down the Grand River, and you can see some of that snow and the snow pillars coming off of the Amway Grand, the lights going straight up, capturing that. So this season, I thought I'd get you updated. We continue to obviously add on to the snow. We're at just under 73 inches in Grand Rapids, and for, comparing to last year, running about 10 inches above last year. But Muskegon, holy cow. Over 100 inches now. They just earlier in the week, I was like, they're probably going to break it this week. And now we're over the century mark for them. And they're, 27 inches greater than last year. That's like a
That's
quarter
impressive.
more. Yeah, it's like 25% more.
We have that fresh coat now.
Yeah, and you can see
Looks
that
pretty.
out there. I love this because I love it when that's one of the things I love so much about winter. You can have just a bare ground. The next morning you wake up and boom, everything is transformed back to white again, even though it's just a small little layer, about an inch of snow. But
I could tell exactly which neighbors got home late because there was two sets of
tire tracks.
Tire tracks entering our street. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was that one. That was that one.
yeah,
Must
right.
have got home late.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I noticed my daughter the same thing. She
had-
came in from somewhere. It's like, oh, fresh tracks. Anyway, here's South Haven, and you can see where exactly the ice is. It was kind of difficult to do that the other day because the ice kind of blended. It was kind of dirty, but now with this fresh snowpack on the ice, you can still see there's still a fair amount out there. Nothing like it was a couple weeks ago. And speaking of ice, this is where we stand in Lake Michigan. Most of it is the northern part of Lake Michigan, about 14%. I'm trying to remember where we peaked. I think we were up around 32, 33% for Lake Michigan, but not 100% positive on that.
Last year
No.
or ever?
The peak for us this season.
Oh, this season.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And Lake Erie was nearly 100%, now down just below 70%. So I think we're actually, normally it's this time of year where ice peaks across the Great Lakes, but I think we're past our peak, especially, I'll show you why I think that coming up. Nonetheless, this is today's forecast going forward, if I can get my clicker to work. Wind gusts going up today. Some will probably come pretty close to 30 miles an hour, so there's kind of an inverse relationship. Wind gusts going up, temperatures going down, especially the wind chills. And you can see around noon, if you're heading out for lunch, that's going to be a chilly one. We feel like readings hovering around 10.
That's almost exactly flipped from yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. So we have the snow today, northern parts of the state. That's where the lake effect ingredients will be a little better, more robust. And so if you're heading that direction, be aware of that. For us, just a few flurries out there, especially north of Grand Rapids. High pressure, though, settling in. By the way, the system that gave us the snow yesterday evening is heading towards the East Coast, and it's going to produce some more snow there. So it's been quite a week for New England after having that nor'easter and yet another accumulating snow event heading their way. Futurecast, pretty quiet, really. Not much going on. I think we'll clear out the clouds, at least partially tonight, and that's going to lead to a cold night with temperatures bottoming out in the teens. But we should wake up to a nice sunrise tomorrow. That'll be nice. And then high pressure slides to the east. And I think we'll see some sunshine kind of fade away a little bit later tomorrow afternoon. 8-day forecast, no big storm, at least not yet that I see. 32 tomorrow, much lighter wind with that sunshine. It's going to feel pretty nice once we get beyond the morning hours. And then Friday, breezy south wind, warm front goes through, lots of sunshine, and temperature. A lot of them give us 50 degrees, so we're stopping at 48 in Grand Rapids, but area south of Grand Rapids, I think we'll certainly see 50 degrees. And then into the weekend, a little bit cooler, knocking those temperatures down 30s and 20s. And then we go back up on Wednesday. And this is why I think we're past the peak for ice. This is a warm look.
That sure is.
Yeah. March 5th through the 11th. And that's not just here across the Great Lakes, the entire nation. Likely.
What did you say today? What did you say? Somebody dumped a bucket of red paint.
Yeah, somebody spilled the red paint, dumped a bucket of red paint over the United States. That's not just a little above average. That's much above average across the United States. So spring fever, second week in March looks quite probable. And a wet pattern on top of that. I see that and I'm thinking, could we see some thunderstorms? I would think so.
Those snow piles in the grocery store parking lots are going to be gone.
They're going to be, mostly. I've passed some the other day. I couldn't believe how big they still are. They're just dirty. I remember doing a live shot one time in Meyer parking lot during like some kind of a warm up, and it was just the snow's nasty. Every particle of snow for a condensation nuclei has to have a little particle of dirt, and that's why when you see the snow melt, it gets dirty, more dirty and dirty, dirtier and dirtier. So. Yeah.
There you go. Now you know.
Now you know.
Now we know.
Was that this year, or was that some other live shot, some other year?
That was like 5 years ago. That's when I would never say no to a live shot. And they're like, Matt, we're going to stick you out in a Meyer parking lot on a dirty snowbank. Okay.
It's fun to get out.
Oh, it is. I do enjoy live shots.
Yeah.
But that wasn't my favorite.
Been on
The
better
things
ones.
you do.
Like the Gilmore Car Museum. That was our
good.
kind
Yeah,
of
that was a
live
good
shot.
time. I remember that one. Yeah. So
were you reading at a school yesterday? Is that what you
Yeah, at Sibley, I volunteer for my church, and they were looking for volunteers to read, to help kids learn how to read and so forth.
Oh, okay. So you sit with the kid and
Yeah,
read.
I sat with 6 children yesterday, 2 different groups, and just, if they're struggling, I help them.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
That is great.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for all of that, Matt.
Sure, you're welcome.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You betcha.
You'll
Have
be
a great
here?
day.
I'll be here.
Okay. All right. We do have a lot of stories to get to coming up, actually.
Yes. The rundown is next.
Human remains found in West Michigan. We'll let you know where, coming up on Daybreak Plus. And we're back to Daybreak Plus here on a Wednesday to update you on what happened yesterday in Plainfield Township.
Some human remains were found, significantly decomposed. This was along 131, not too far from LMCU Ballpark.
Yeah, was it the south exit ramp in that area by West River Drive? So this video just shows the police presence there. No identification at this point. There was a man who went missing from the area in the last year or so, but they haven't even made that connection. So I'm not even going to say the name because there's no reason at this point.
Too early in the investigation.
Right, but given where they're at in decomposition, police said it might be difficult to identify, so we're not sure exactly how long that might take. There was a Grand Rapids Commission meeting last night, and these are well attended right now. The mayor had his Mayor Monday meetings, and because of the recent shooting where an officer killed a man in the city. And what came out of this meeting last night was the chief. One thing that came out of it was that they were not going to release any more video.
No more videos of shooting coming out. Yeah.
So this is one of the clips from that meeting last night.
When do we, the people, get the justice that we actually deserve?
So what the police chief originally had said that, you know, the videos that they released, they had to do it quickly and there was more, but this was all they could get to at the time. Now he's saying they're not going to release any more. But the state police are investigating it, and they, of course, will have all of the videos, and eventually, you know, we'll work to get access to those videos as well. But at this point, we don't expect it anytime soon.
That's right. The mother of Daquan Johnson was there protesting. The police have obviously said that her son was reaching for a gun, and that's why he got shot during that incident.
And she says that the videos that they've seen go against what police are saying.
Right.
So this morning, we have a story from Susan Samples, one of our Target 8 investigators, because she went and talked to a woman who posted bond for a man from Venezuela who ICE agents detained in October. So this man is 27 years old. He had his driver's license. He had his papers, Social Security. He had a work visa, work permit. But they still detained him, and he ended up at the facility in Baldwin for 3 months. So Susan Samples talked to a woman in Grand Rapids who saw the story and said that she just couldn't look away.
She had her baby, their first daughter, in a hospital without her husband by her side. And he missed that. And you can't get it back.
So Susan Samples also talked to the man who was detained, and you heard Lauren Mays talking about his newborn daughter being born while he was in detention. He got to meet her once he got out. But yeah, so there's a lot to that story, and you can see the full investigation from Susan Samples that's online now, and read about all of the other, you know, pieces of that story that she covered, because it's too much to get to here.
And we should point out, as you mentioned, his wife was pregnant before he went in.
Right.
So he didn't get to meet his newborn until after he got out. And emphasizing again, he had no criminal record.
Yeah, no criminal record, in addition to having the documentation that he had
That's
on
right.
him as he was detained. There's a student from Northern Michigan missing this morning.
Yes, and the volunteers and first responders are going to be looking for him. He's been missing actually since Sunday. He was caught on videotape about 3:30 in the morning, and that's the last time he was seen, and they're regrouping again to begin searching today.
We just have these pictures showing that surveillance video and just a better picture of him as well. So Marquette police are just hoping for, you know, some progress today as they get out and search some more.
Trent Massey is his name.
Also this morning, Thornapple Township in the last 24 hours posted video from their meeting, their planning commission meeting that happened Monday night. And the reason there's interest in this particular meeting is because there's a company proposing to do some sand mining in the area that you see on your screen here by 143rd Avenue. This is farmland right now. Overwhelmingly, the comments during the public comment section at that meeting Monday night were from people who live in this area who don't want this sand
Right.
mining to happen. They're concerned about noise, property values, contamination,
Traffic, all those
traffic. So the company says once they're done with the sand mining, they'll turn those areas into man-made ponds or just a natural area. So this is what one of the people who lives in the area said to commissioners during the meeting.
That home is our biggest investment. It is part of our retirement plan. And you can put as much lipstick on that as you want and say it's going to be like Lake Michigan out there, but that's not the reality. because that's not a need.
So the commissioners, they didn't make any decision about this or anything. There's no decision on this yet.
They're going to continue reviewing the proposal, and we'll learn about their decision down the line.
All right, so coming up next, that's when we have George's favorite segment. We have our celebrity birthdays. We also have to talk about what happened on this day in Michigan history, and it has to do with banned books.
Banning books. Here we go.
We'll be right back. And we're back.
Birthday
to Daybreak
time.
Plus. It is birthday time. Lots of birthdays today. Starting with,
Drum roll,
I
please.
do both.
From New York City, by the way.
Yeah, Taya Leone, 60 years old.
I remember her from Bad Boys, but she's also been in Deep Impact and The Family Man. The Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
That's right. How about Sean Astin, 55 years old?
Stranger Things. Did you know that?
What was he in Stranger Things?
I don't know. Just read that he was in Stranger Things. Goonies, Rudy.
Goonies, I remember. Rudy,
Yeah.
I remember. Also, Lord of the Rings, right?
That's right.
Can't forget about that. Now I gotta know.
You
What was
gotta
he-
know.
Well, I just don't. I've seen.
Yeah, there was a reference to Stranger Things,
Why am I?
which
blanking?
I've seen a couple of episodes with my children, but I have not watched closely enough.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Now you're obsessed.
Bob Newby. Oh, he was in the second season. That's right. He was Joyce Byers' boyfriend. I
Okay.
definitely forgot about
Okay.
that. Second season was a long time ago.
My kids would know, but
All
I
right. Also, Anson Mount, 53 years old.
wouldn't. What's his claim to fame?
You tell me.
Anson Mount. I don't
George,
have that
I
one.
count on you for
I don't
these
have that
things.
one listed. Anson Mount. I must have missed one.
He's an American actor.
Okay.
Happy birthday on
He's got a
Facebook.
familiar face.
Is this today? Is his birthday today? I swear it is. Posted 9 hours ago. Maybe they were early. Star Trek Discovery. He's in the upcoming Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Also played Cullen Bohannon in Hell on Wheels, which he also produced.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. I bet I got the next one. I think.
We all got the
Depending-
next one.
Depending on which way you went. Oh, yeah.
Chelsea Handler.
51. Chelsea
Very
Lately,
funny.
talk show comedian.
Love Rashida Jones. Happy birthday
yeah.
to her. 50 years old.
Parks and Recreation, The Office.
The Office.
Yep.
First love, The Office. Jamila Jamil, 40. I just saw her. I mean, I've first came to know her in The Good Place. But she's also
NBC show.
Yep. She's also in People We Meet on Vacation, which is a Netflix movie adaptation of an Emily Henry book, and Emily Henry went to Hope College.
Ah, see? It's all coming back to
Michigan
Michigan
connection.
right there.
And we can't forget, as journalists,
Oh, my
Bob
goodness.
Schieffer.
Bob Schieffer, CBS News.
89 years
Long
old.
time correspondent for CBS. Moderated many presidential debates and interviewed many presidents along the way.
Wrote a few books.
Couple of books. What a career.
On this day
Oh,
in
yes.
Michigan history, we just have one, but it's a big one. The Supreme Court overturned in 1957, February 25th, Butler v. Michigan.
That's right. The Supreme Court struck down a Michigan law that made it a crime to sell books with obscene language or content that could corrupt youth,
Yep.
Teresa. You don't want to
No-
corrupt youth.
No corrupting the youth.
There'll be no corrupting of youth, said the U.S. Supreme Court. By the way, they also said it violated the 14th Amendment due process clause.
So there you go.
Interesting.
On this day in Michigan history.
The book's about bad language.
Bad language, which that's kind of subjective, isn't it?
It is.
Even for us, when we talk about so this is actually streaming outside of just our moral compass. There the same fines don't exist.
The rules
but
different.
when we're in the other studio, there's the FCC regulations, and It's like, what are the 7, is it the 7 words you can't say on TV?
Yes.
Anyway.
And we won't repeat them.
Well, we can't. Well, actually, we could. We could tell you.
But we're not going to.
But our,
our moral
our
compass.
moral compass
It's just.
says we're not going to. And guess what?
That's time.
That's time.
Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Appreciate you watching.